underwater lights, and it's like, you know, they're used to like a couple dive flashlights and stuff like that. So I had to go get a motorcycle battery and put a motorcycle battery in this Ica-like case. And, you know, I was kind of racing down for the time to do this, and I was like, all right, how am I going to carry this? So I didn't think yet that this is incredibly not buoyant. So this was really difficult to swim with, and B, I have a motorcycle battery dangling off myself. But time was crunching down, I needed to go on the expedition, and I, thanks to the National Geographic weight program, we were able to string together just enough money to get a team of 6 scientists, and we headed off to the Solomon Islands, which are part of the Coral Triangle. And this is what's so cool about them, is they have the highest genera of corals, also some of the highest diversity of fish. So these places are beaming in biodiversity. And some of them are rather pristine. So we wanted to head out to these kind of remote places. So we went out there, and here's Casca, our boat driver, that we rented a boat from him, and we kind of set up on these few islands that we were working out of. We were working out of Lola Island, and we worked out of Gizo for a bit because we wanted to look at 2 different comparisons. And now, this is the first test of our blue lights. So Vincent Pierbonne is now kind of, you know, lighting these things up, and here he is kind of handing these down to us before we go down on our first dive. So there's the motorcycle battery. That's me. I'm in a place called Shark Point. This is my first time in the water with these blue lights. We didn't yet know I wasn't that happy. So okay, so we grabbed that. So now I'm getting ready to go down. And in order to really supersize this whole event, we made 2 of these, and then I wanted to bring a Red Epic camera. So we took a Red Epic camera, the cameras that are 4 or 5K, and I designed a filter to go behind the lens, so not in front of it, so behind the chip, so not a single photon will get by. And now, here's 3 of us swimming. So it is me here, Dan Chernoff from Haifa University, and this is Ken Corbin, an underwater cinematographer who's done a lot of Shark Week episodes. And we're kind of moving around this remote coral reef at night, trying not to get our motorcycle batteries tangled up and our wires, and holding on to these rather heavy pieces of light as we were filming. And in the process, we were trying to get the most high-resolution biofluorescent images taken yet to date. And when you look at something like this anemone during the day, so anemones are related to corals, and they're also beaming with this fluorescent. This is white light, so this is what it looks like under the pure daylight. But then if we look now with that at night, so now this is shining those blue lights, and with the same 3 people that you saw previously swimming over this now, this is what we can start seeing here. So this is giving off some of you know, this is IMAX resolution. I had to break this down for this talk. You'll see that the clownfish living inside this anemone is not fluorescent, but it's so illuminated. You'll also see this red fluorescent around here, and that's from the chlorophyll from different algae growing on these plants here. So this is at the very end of our dive when we came across this, and it was very difficult to sort of check our gauges since we're all holding lights and it's dark, and you know, occasionally I would try to look at my gauge and I'd flash the blue lights accidentally into my eye and be blinded for a half hour. So we just sort of wung it. And beyond this is where things started to get really interesting for us. Is here now is some of the this hiding on top of this rock here is a scorpion fish, a red fluorescent scorpion fish sitting on top of this red algae here. So we're like, this is kind of, you know, previously I was mainly just looking at all these corals and anemones and other things in the Phylonidarea. But now this is like whole other groups that are also showing very intense amounts of fluorescence. And this started to get even more interesting. Here's a bream in the family Neptidae, and you could see that it's got these like green fluorescent racing stripes